Yeah, you already know, and we back at it again. It's Peep the Game, you know, it's your boy OC.
I'm Shalise underscore with the melanin.
It's Han Squad, Jay Han. You know what time it is. Another episode.
Another
You know.
successful night.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know, another successful night, another one.
It's
you
been
know.
a long week.
It's been a long week, man. I know it's probably been a long week for y'all. We ain't gonna complain. You know, we got through it. It's Happy Friday, Freaky
For sure.
Friday.
We still
Friday,
breathing. We here.
Whatever you want to call it, we breathing. We here.
Gotta get back.
We got to get back, you know what I mean? But I believe we got another good one, another good
We
episode
always
for
do.
y'all. You know what I mean? So, Jahan, you know, break it down to him. Let him know what we talking about.
Well, okay. Peep the game. Today's episode is going. You know, we posing a question to y'all and to ourselves, and you know, we just picking the brain with what's more valuable to you guys, money or time?
It's a good one. It's a great
What's-
one.
What's more valuable, money or time?
Money or
In this here called life, in this thing called life.
In this thing called life that we live one
Yeah. You feel me?
You feel me?
I had to struggle with that one today. No, I think they're both important, but when you say the word value, I feel like you have to dig a little deeper and figure out which one is you're going to benefit from the most.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna have to say time. Time is more important because you can't get time back.
Always.
Okay.
Once time is gone, it's gone. You can't go back to yesterday. But money, I feel like you could make more money. You
Yeah.
could
You always get more money.
you could resell, you could repurpose, you could reuse
Mhm.
something to create that monetary value for it, but you can't get back time.
Mhm.
And we getting old.
So if you so what about you, bro? What
Oh man, you already know.
What
Man.
you gonna say?
Know, man. You already know.
Oh no, oh no.
You already know, man. I'm always about the time, man. You know, it's always time with me. You know what I mean? That off the rip, that's just easy. You know what I mean? You know, like Shalise just said, man. Like Shalise just said, you could always get money. You feel me? But you can't always get time. You feel me?
Okay.
So it's like, you know, I can give you $100 million right now if I had it. You feel me?
Mhm.
Bad shit. But I give you $100 million, right? You know, we gonna do the cliche one. I give you $100 million, and you take the $100 million, but you gotta do. Let me do something like you gotta do 3 years.
3 years
3 years,
And it-
100 million.
in a jail, in a pen, in a
jail in the
It's
pen,
like 3 years
on the
where?
level
Behind the
4,
wall.
and you gotta walk the line.
ooh, the level
Oh.
4,
Yeah. So it ain't gonna be no easy ride. You gotta go to level 4, you gotta walk the line. 100 mil though.
100 mil,
100 mil.
3 years,
3 years of your shit.
I would say I would be like
100 M's.
100 M's.
Ugh.
3.
you got to think about that though, because
What you
could
think?
be gone
Honey,
tomorrow.
What,
So what are you really sacrificing for this $100 million? Are you gonna have a chance to spend the $100 million?
Motherfucker
And that's
died.
what I'm saying. You
Motherfucker
gotta do the 3
get it.
years.
Especially if you in
the
you
3
said
years
level
on
4.
level 4, you got 3
Every
years
day's a risk.
You know what I mean?
You losing money by the day.
Not to
that you
mention
in
all the
there.
diseases you might
That
get
part.
gravely ill.
That part.
And that motherfucker a
Let's
year and
not
a
talk
half
about
in.
COVID. Let's not talk about COVID. Like,
Yeah. But look at all the people that got out. They did 10, 20, man. What's 400 mil?
Yeah.
You know, I'm just playing the devil advocate. I'm just
Yeah.
asking, you know.
I mean, I think some of us is gonna take the risk.
That's
you
a
know?
big number.
'Cause
I mean,
it don't seem like nothing. It's 3 years.
Exactly.
They gonna
But-
take their chances and see. I'll see you at the finish line.
But do you think the people that you asked that, right? The people that are so keen or so you know, ready. Oh, what? 100 mil? What? 3 years? I do it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that those type of people that's saying that, like, man, I do that shit, nothing that easy. Do you think those people even been in the system, been in jail?
I feel like they got nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
They even
like-
thinking about it.
Yeah, I feel like they just hearing their eyes is bigger than their mouth.
Yeah.
They hearing 100 M's. Because I ain't gonna lie, when you said 100 M's, I'm like, that's
Yeah,
100.
say it
That's
twice.
not just 1 million.
Exactly.
That's
all
100. That's
all
enough
high.
money to put your whole family on and some.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
like nigga, you gonna be you gonna be a martyr.
Exactly.
You gonna be a martyr,
Yeah.
the golden child, the savior.
Mm-hmm.
to break every generational curse in your family.
Yeah. All you gotta do is 3 years, but so
all you gotta do is.
All you gotta do is 3 years on level 4. You feel me? You can't get it until you get out. You know what I mean? You ain't getting it up front. So.
And then what if you in there? What if you in there and you do something to get more time? You get consequences.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing. Time.
Wait a minute.
You do something to get more time.
3 years to turn into 5. Now
You're
you
back
got your
against
more
the
back.
ball, right? Politics, anything can pop off. You know what I mean?
You can't spend under $100 million to put on your commissary though.
The first thing.
So you broke in there too.
The first thing that came to my mind is 3 years. Like, damn, like. When it come to time, like time ain't promised. So within these 3 years, anybody in your family could perish, could pass away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that shit gonna be hurtful.
Exactly.
That shit gonna be hurtful, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to think about why you in there doing
that
shit.
motherfucker that you love, that you was just doing the 3-4 to get the 100. Don't even make it to see the 100.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what this reminds me of?
No.
Squid Game.
You know what? A lot of people say that Squid Game. You know what? I ain't really up
Just
to
remind me. Remind me of it.
What is up on?
The Squid Game, like
it's like a survival of the fittest.
Yeah, like the other one, the maze, when they little shit where they run around in the maze.
Kind of. Yeah, there's like different games or challenges and things that they gotta.
What's the one when they do the game and then?
But it's also like a psychological.
Tribe.
It's like a psychological trick too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
is that Hunger Games?
Yeah, you talking about Hunger Games?
Oh, Hunger Games. Yeah.
Squid Games?
Nah.
That's what I'm asking.
I think Squid Games was more like psychological. Like they fucking with you on purpose. Like the rules are unfair on purpose.
Yeah. I did kind of. I did see like a kill or be killed. Yeah, I think I did see like one little.
And every time you kill somebody, the money go up, or like you get more money in the pot.
Exactly.
It's like 50 of them. Everybody got a number.
It's like Fear Factor on crack.
So like, and then they'll be like, number 6 was eliminated. Like, as soon as you get shot,
motherfucker dead.
Like, you know, like, people dropping off.
If I don't make this, I'm dead. Squid Game.
You gotta watch it. You gotta check it out.
Yeah.
It's a little bizarre. But you do anything for money.
And then some people that for the money.
Some people was leaving the Squid Game, like, because you could end the game if everybody, like, decides to.
Like, oh, you know what? Fuck it, we all done.
So they would leave, and then some people went back.
Some people went back because they was like, oh, if everybody leaves, I'm gonna go back. Then I'm gonna go back. Then I'm gonna go back. And then everybody's still in the Squid Game.
But it's crazy, so because we do have people out there who would choose the money.
Yeah.
Off top.
Who would choose the money?
I mean, just think about it. In our daily lives and what you see on your daily lives, and how people chase the money. You feel me? They chasing the dog. You feel me?
But is it that they're not aware of how important time is?
Because I feel like they get desensitized. You know, it's like how if you're living in the hood, you seeing murders every day and shit. Like, oh man, it's just like like here,
you already feel like you don't have all the time in the world anyway. You already feel like you about to go.
Exactly. So you just used to it. You used to that motion or that trait that was passed down. So you get caught up, and time is valuable, and we take it for granted.
Yeah.
Because we take it for granted because we perfect. Not saying like we perfect. I'm not saying like we all perfect. In the sense of we got 2 eyes, we got 10 toes, we got 10 fingers. We eating, we breathing, and we moving right. You know. And some motherfuckers got time against them. They was born with. Have to have a breathing machine, have to take this medicine, have to do this. Don't have an arm, don't have this, And I feel like, when they or have a disadvantage, they tend to value time a little better. But if they can't and they succumb to they whatever they going through, then that's when they like fall to that depression and fall out, you know what I mean, and don't care and really lose track of time. But really, in a sense, it's like, are they really living and we not living? Because essentially, we working it, we doing this shit. They say they don't give a fuck, and to us, it look like, oh, you're a bum, you don't have a house, you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have this, right? But the same person that's 9 times out of 10 saying that to the bum is like, wait. 9 times out of 10 is like, oh, you got a permit. You know what I mean? You don't even own a permit. You might as well be living out the bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you don't own that motherfucker.
Yeah.
In reality, the bank own the motherfucker.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you really ain't free. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, it's all about how you look at it.
Yeah.
It's their perspective. It's like they getting high, choosing their drug. You know what I mean? You ever see the little drug addicts? We see the drug addicts. It's not to be funny, but it's they out there. We may think they tweaking in their own world, but in reality, they own their drug. They own their drug damn near every day. They living damn near. You could honestly, in some way, say they living their best life because they might be living in a tent or on whatever, but they still eating, they still getting high, they still living, and they're not working.
They enjoying themselves, huh?
Exactly.
Hey.
While you going to work and you slaving, and you slaving to the time. In reality, you slaving to the time.
Hey, that made me think. Yeah.
You feel me?
That's some real ass shit, real, because it's like, don't nobody know how long they got on this earth.
Come on, real.
So the best thing to do is to enjoy every fucking last minute.
Every tick of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Yeah.
They can't knock my height down. I was just changing the tire 15 minutes ago. Peep the Game almost didn't crack this right at it. I was like, hey, man, don't trip.
Nigga, Tom, nigga was looking at his watch like, God damn.
I'm like, man, where I gotta go? What I'm in a rush for, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm doing something right now. I got this peak, we doing this, you feel me? Which in reality is to help one. I don't give a fuck if we help a half a person. You know what I mean? Halfway did it right. All I need is one. Or I just said a half of one. You feel me? And then I know I done my job. You know what I mean? I don't need the 1,000. All I gotta do is hit one and went, oh, that's good for me. Cause I feel like that's it. That's the job. Reciprocating that. This is what we're doing,
Hell yeah.
So, giving this time is nothing to me because I feel like this is part of a legacy or part of my legacy. You feel me? Where this could be forever stamped. You can always look back on this and be like, oh, this is what we was doing on motherfucking the 15th, the 11th of March. I think that's the 11th. I can't even read my shit right sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean? But this is what we was doing, this is the knowledge that we was given. So
it's like what you gonna look at what you gonna do with your time, what type of legacy.
Why you here?
Exactly.
Yeah, showing up.
Exactly.
Showing up.
Are you doing bullshit? Or was you really doing something? Because it's like, I feel like what we doing right now is like, it's selfless. Because we ain't got to be here. We don't got to do this shit. We don't really got to be speaking on.
We could easily be on some Wendy Williams shit too.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. We don't
talking about another nigga business.
Exactly, talking about another motherfucker business. Like we out here really, exactly. We out here really giving our time, which is valuable.
Hell yeah, shit.
To help somebody else that we don't even know.
Hey,
nigga could be in some stuttering right now. Nigga could be in some stuttering right now. But that made me think though.
Go ahead.
Because it's like, my time is valuable. Like if I'm doing anything or if I'm providing some type of service, I understand why businesses, tax the way they tax.
Yup.
We dibble and dabble in the moving. We dibble and dabble in the moving business. Real put me on. We dibble and dabble in the moving business. So we haul, we move.
Everybody got a side hustle.
We load
or 2
or 3.
So it's like it's like if I'm gonna spend 4 hours at this job,
make it count.
I'm gonna need to get compensated for my time.
Exactly.
I'm gonna need to get compensated for my time, and that's where the money gonna fall in. You know what I'm saying? You put in good time, or you provide good services for your time, and that money gonna follow.
Exactly.
So that's why I can honestly say time is before money.
Yeah.
Because you always gonna know how much money you got, but you never gonna know how much time you got.
Oh, that's
you always count your money.
Go, real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You always count your money. We could reach up and count. Go look at your shit right now.
Yeah.
But shit, nigga, we could walk out of here and die right now. To keep it 100.
You know that reminds me
Most
of.
high forbid we don't.
Not good. All
yeah.
We good. They got us, because we doing some good work right now, some great work. So, you know what I mean?
That reminds me of if y'all haven't had a chance to see it, the movie I think it's called In Time or On Time with Justin Timberlake. It's an old movie.
I feel like
It's
with the
old
watch, with the
Yes,
thing.
and they got like
It's like
their
a
time
thing.
embedded in there or whatever, and
that
they
is
pay
an
for
old movie.
they
I
pay
can't
for
remember the
everything
whole premise,
with
but
their
I
time.
remember that. Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you only got 3 hours left to live, you broke.
You broke, yeah.
And if you got all the time in the world, or you immortal or whatever, then you rich.
And another
Because
thing
everything
is
paid for with time.
Another thing is we can have, like Real said, 100 M's. We can have 100 bills. We can have 100 B's or 1,000 honeybees.
Mm-hmm.
However many buffaloes we got, billions, we can't buy time.
No, you cannot.
You cannot buy time with your money.
You have all that money and
dying,
no
dying.
time to spend it.
You can try to buy the biggest doctor that could save your ass, but when the clock strike, nigga,
Yeah.
When the clock
it's
strikes.
out, baby. You
Yeah.
out. That's
No-
it. It's
no
your
Back
time.
to
It's
the
your
Future
time. There's no
moments.
Back to the Future. That's why, if I say anything, utilize your time, guard your time like no other, you know, and really utilize your time and think about how valuable just being free and being able to think and be able to react on thoughts at will is. You know, because we take that shit for granted. I know I do every day. I take a lot of shit for granted. Yeah, I mean, that's why I started off saying, man, we got 2 eyes, we breathing, we functioning, you know what I mean? Because these motherfuckers that waking up ain't functioning, you know?
Yeah.
And already got, like, damn.
Depending on the machine.
Exactly, depending on the machine, depending on this, whatever the circumstance it is like, they already, that's one shot down, like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know? And some of them people be the most joyful motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Really enjoying the time, you know?
Yeah.
Really utilizing it.
Yeah, and it's sad that you kind of like have to go through a situation or have something going on for you to realize how precious time is. Like
that's like our culture.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us in our culture, you know what I'm saying? Me, with not the exceptions of myself, but we realize how valuable time is in the pen, in jail, in them stoops.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We be like, God damn, like, nigga do 5, 10, 20 years, and if you blessed to get your freedom back, you know, you hitting the ground, you like, I ain't got no time to waste.
Right. Every minute.
Man, I'm not finna be around here with these dumbass niggas
Right.
finna get my freedom snatched. Cause true enough, you get locked up, you still living, your time's still ticking, but you not in the free world. You're not spending no time in the free world. So it's like you're not on pause. You can still learn.
It's like you can see everything going on, but you looking at it through a bubble.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Oh God.
It's like you looking at it through a bubble.
Or you hearing it through a phone.
It's like everything you hear that going through the phone is coming through some type of media.
Yeah.
Social media, digital media. So it's like, oh. Shit, your Uncle Ray died, man. I love Uncle Ray. You had to hear Uncle Ray died on the phone. You're like, fuck.
It did when you in this controlled environment. It's more time. That's
fuck.
Everything is time. Oh, you gotta wake up. Oh, nigga, chow at 6:30. 6:30 every day. I don't care what you doing. Chow at 6:30. Laundry gonna be every Tuesday at 12 to 2:30. You better check in right there.
Because if you don't, it ain't done.
You know, you're gonna have to go to work. Everything is controlled time. It's yeah.
You own their time.
Yeah, you own their time.
It ain't your time.
Ooh, real. He said you own their time, nigga.
Yeah.
Woo, boy.
You said programming. And then it makes
nigga, you don't know how many times I done heard that. You on their time.
You on their time, man. Go ahead.
Looking at it through programming. You said look at it through like a bubble, like so maybe think about like a television set. Like you're watching it. Exactly. You watching the program.
It's like you on timeout.
Yeah.
You watching the game from the bench. You watching life. You watching life from the bench, nigga.
You can't play.
You on the bench watching life. Nigga, take them cleats off, nigga.
Yeah,
your helmet is off. Yeah.
It's like you watching a television show. Like
that's
watching life pass you by.
That made me, I tripped me out though, cause I was thinking about Rick Ross, one of Rick Ross mixtapes. He said it was called Rich Forever. But he said he didn't want to live forever. He'd rather be rich forever. But I'm thinking like, you know what I'm saying?
So
like,
to me, I would think, okay, generational wealth or like his his rich or his fame is gonna live on forever, right? Like his legacy.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good. I never looked at it like that, but that's a nice perspective because I didn't look at it like that.
He said he
Nigga
wanna
dropped
be rich forever.
nigga Rick Ross dropped a mixtape called Rich Forever, and he was explaining. He was like, I don't want to live forever.
Yeah.
I'd rather be rich forever because you could live forever and be broke or be poor or your life could be miserable. But you know what I'm saying? Of course you can't be rich forever.
You can't live forever. We know that.
I mean,
We can't live forever.
You and your body and your human form. No,
your avatar.
Yeah, your avatar. You can't live forever. No, of course. You know that. That's obvious.
It's your legacy.
Exactly. But your legacy, like it's like, I'm glad you say that because it's like your legacy can live forever, and it's like,
that's
and it's like shit. You study shit from history back then. You feel me? And essentially, when we're studying history, we're studying somebody's legacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk that shit.
Exactly.
That's
So one, just I was thinking because when we was talking, something that came to my mind and something that I learned in college or that was presented to me in college.
Speak on
it. You know what I mean? And it was really in a psychology class, right? So, you know, I had a psychology class and I was onto some shit, and I knew I was onto some shit. But, you know, me being everywhere and at the point that I was on, I wasn't like, you know how when you got so much shit going on,
yeah.
you own to that shit, but it's like, I got so much shit going on, I'm interested in this shit, but I ain't, but I'm trying to get through it, so it's like, whatever, it ain't your main priority, you know what I mean? But it was like, it's funny how I still remember it, but I was in psychology and we were studying Plato. You know what I mean? Plato, whatever you want to say it, right?
The great, one of the great philosophers.
Exactly. So, you know, we were studying one of his short little summaries, you feel me? And the short summary was the allegory in the cave. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all ever heard of the allegory in the cave.
I never heard of that.
You
Go
know what I mean?
ahead and enlighten us on
Go
that.
ahead and peep the game.
Exactly. So Plato had a little summary as the allegory in the cave, right? So pretty much what the allegory in the cave was, it was pretty much like him writing the story and describing like a pictorial and shit. So it's like basically like these people, they don't know nothing. They take these people, they put them in a motherfucking cave, you feel me? And they show them a bunch of pictures. 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 And the whole time, you know, we living in the world or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's even movies based off this premise, basically. You know what I mean? But it's basically like that. And it's basically, they only know what they show them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they let them out to the old world, and basically, it's that, and it's like what do you get from that? That, you know, basically, you know, so they show you that, and it's like, what do you get from that? And, you know, like school, they tell you like, tell me what you get from that. You know, so people always have like, I don't know what the norm was and shit.
The normal answers.
The normal answers and shit, right? But when I seen it, and at that time too,
I hope
like I seen the normal shit. I seen the normal facade of what everybody would say, like, oh man, it's like, oh, the puppeteer or whatever, you know, just the basic shit. You feel me? It's like, oh, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's like a baby. They're blank. You feel me? When they're born, they're pure. You feel me? They don't know shit. You literally are forming them. You feel me? As time goes on. They don't know. They don't know right from wrong. They don't know how to lie. They don't know. That ain't no lie. Man, tell the bill collector I'm not there. Man, but you here though.
My mama said she ain't here.
Nigga, I see, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, that shit. You know what I mean? You get it. But it's like, so, you know, you could base it off that superficial shit and shit, right? But when I seen that shit, you know what I mean? When I seen it and I was analyzing and shit, my scheme was to always, you know, go to office hours and talk to them in office hours. You feel me? Like that, you know. I always want to scheme. Let the professor know. Because obviously, this is my psychology too. Obviously, they really love this subject. Because them motherfuckers had to go to college. They went to high school, they went to college, they went to a master's and a PhD. This goddamn shit. So they put a lot of their time into their craft.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
What's the best thing that you could give a person that put a lot of their time into their craft that really enjoys it? Simple, something that's free, showing interest. Oh, I'm really interested in your crap.
That's great.
Uh-huh.
Psychology, by the way.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm so interested.
At least I go to office hours. Let them know
coming to
I
office hours.
understood the
I want to let you
assignment.
know that I told the coach I can't come because I need to come talk to you.
Yeah.
I understood
care
the
about this
assignment.
football shit. You feel
Yeah,
me? I'm
yeah.
here trying to get this shit. Nigga, I don't want to be at practice. I'm like, it's the side. Yeah, I'm trying
Yes.
to get
my
me
A.
though. Yeah. So I hit him with the shit though, but of course I had my vanilla shit because it's like, you know, I'm not dumb.
Yeah.
It's like I had my shit to like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this shit right here. Boom. This gonna get a nigga a B plus A. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go here. I got that on loop, but I got this other shit too where I'm diving deep. So I'm gonna give him this shit first and then hit him with the other shit. So that's exactly what I did. I hit him with some other shit, but I didn't give him the paper that I hit him with my original shit. Because my original shit, I was like, ooh, this is kind of somewhere off. Because I had a thought in my head that I wanted to go, but I kind of lost my thought because I was dealing with some other shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, when you just write some shit and you got your premise, but you don't got the rain premise. So, instead of me showing him that shit, I tell him about what I think about, and I give him the shit that I know that's going to just gonna get you a B, nigga.
What he want to hear.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So, the shit that I'm telling him is, I'm like, hey, man. And I know I'm on to something because he looking at me like, man, you was a different type of nigga. But, you know what I mean? But I'm telling him, I'm like, man, I don't know, but this alligator in the cage shit is like some slave shit. You feel me? I broke it down into like
Straight up told him that.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Like, man, this is some slave shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, man,
exactly
this is some slave shit. Like, nobody said it in the class.
Wait. Was he white?
Yes, he was.
Oh, yeah, he was white. Was he white?
He was, bro. You know,
What'd he say?
Bro, you know, it's fucked up. You know,
What'd he say?
This is at my second
But
college.
it's true. It sounds just like slavery to me.
Oh, GLD. Yeah, and I might not be explaining that allegory the right persona that they respected that how they really presented, but I'm telling you what I got
Your
from it.
understanding
Exactly. You know what I mean? I got the premise of it. Go look it up.
You in college, they doing some big.
Oh man, but they tell you real shit though.
It's some big words being. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna be too long-winded on it. But it was like basically I told him like, man, this is like some slave shit. But
what did he say? I need to know what he said.
But
What was
to
his
keep
reaction?
to keep it G, it was like, cause I didn't just come out like I'm telling y'all like, man, this is some slave shit. But nah, I'm just telling like, nigga, this is some slave shit. I put my corporate G on. You know,
it's like I saw this movie called The Amistad.
My analytics.
It looked just like this.
And, you know, this is, you know, because I can say slave shit. I'm of course, you looking at me, you know what I am. But you know, we're not the only ones that went to slavery.
That's very true.
Exactly. But if you don't know that,
Better
then
preach.
exactly.
Peep
So
the
I
Game.
can say something else like, oh man, this is like slavery. But you know, I know the contents of slavery. You know, when it comes to. You know, what it meant before they put it on slaves. Like, before back then, slaves were workers. You feel me? People, African sent tribes of people, of workers, of people that could build houses, that could build structures off. They were called slaves. And they would go, and they would work, and they would build up, and once they're done with the service, they could be free in and out.
Right. Contract.
Exactly. But, you know, they take out the contents. But, you know, I told him, like, man, this is some slave shit. He knew what I was talking about. This is some black slave shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, these motherfuckers take the niggas, put them in the cave, show them some shit.
Pictures, tell them whatever they want.
You know what I mean? So
brainwash them.
Brainwash them.
A whole bunch of brainwashing going on.
Real, exactly. You know
whole
what I mean?
whole bunch of Willie lynching going on.
I touched on like just the vanilla part, and it was like I knew where I wanted to go with it, but it's like a nigga had so much shit going through his life. Like, man, you know, not even thinking like you said, like you brainwashing the motherfuckers. You took them. They don't know shit. You feeding them, you show them shit. Like, this shit is slavery.
You don't want them to know.
You don't want them to know shit, so they only know with that, and then you let them free. Of course, they can't do nothing. They can't be. You feel me? I'm like, this shit sound like slavery. You whoop the nigga's ass, beat the nigga's shit.
Yeah. And then you let them out.
Degrade them. Then you let them out, expect them to do shit. Then when they do shit, oh no, you're doing too good. Bombay at. Yeah, I'm like, oh wow, this is it. But I only went so deep, and then what happened was, and how he addressed it, he was like, you know what? He didn't say I was right, but he didn't say I was wrong. But how he addressed it was, he was like basically like you're ahead of your time.
Yeah.
Like you're older. Like the conversation we had, and I had this with a 50-year-old or something. You know what I mean? And I'm like fucking
Yeah.
25, 24.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I'm like
that's the
24.
He
beauty
said
of
you ahead of your
psychology.
time.
I'm ahead of my time.
Yeah.
And then he was like, let's stick more towards the curriculum. You
Mm.
feel me? So but I had my already
You was like,
this
got
the
it.
shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, just fix that, and that's gonna be good. But you know what I mean? In reality, I never got to like I aced that class. So like, but
That's
I really
crazy.
didn't do nothing.
He said
Like,
let's stick towards.
He's
the
like, and that's the beauty
curriculum.
of psychology.
God.
We
So
all
it
have
hit me
different
like that, right?
perspectives.
And I'm like, damn, bro. Like that wasn't the only thing that hit me. Like one more quick story that hit me.
He like basically said you thinking outside the box.
Like bro, you not only outside the box, like you like on topic, but let's stick
You're
to the
not,
curriculum.
but see,
Because nigga, you want to get
everyone
ass.
else, everyone else who gave him those vanilla ass answers is just as
It's
like the
not-
people in the cage looking at the pictures.
Exactly.
They only see what's right here in front of their face on the
Exactly. They don't
surface.
see for face value.
Mm.
That's crazy.
To put it in perspective, I was at I was at a small D2 school. You know, it was only like it was like a high school, like 3,000-4,000 people. You feel me? And it was a Catholic school.
Where's you at, Real?
I was in Boston. I was in
Boston?
I was in I was in Worcester, Massachusetts. So,
Okay, for sure.
So,
way on the East Coast.
Way on the East Coast.
So
So
nice.
I was
Well
the
traveled.
3%er, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like they never. Not only did they barely see niggas, you feel me? Then the niggas that they see, you know what I mean? No disrespect to other niggas. It was like cool niggas. You feel me? It wasn't real niggas. They was like they could look at me and they knew how I presented myself. That like, all right, like. Okay, like bro, you one of the ones. You feel me? Like you one of the ones because it was like the professors knew it was like I came from a different lifestyle from them. So it was like when they looked at me and I opened my mouth and I started talking, they was like I could tell them real shit. I could tell them about real life, real life that they haven't even lived. Like,
right.
you know what I mean? Like exactly, because they got different lives, but it's like you know how they infatuate with other lives. It's like I could tell you about drive-by. I could tell you about getting shot at. I could tell you about house getting raided. I could tell you about police harassing you. I could tell you about niggas dying in front of you. I could tell you about you know what I mean? Real shit. You know what I mean? That make you value time a little bit more. And it's like, damn, you telling that shit is like they were like, wow, when you telling that shit is like they essentially value their time even more because it's like
it could be
like
worse.
it's like because they can't fathom it because like you say we are decentralized too. Like it's common, it's regular, especially when you grew up in some shit like that. You seen crackhead, you seen all this shit. It's like it's normal to you. Oh, whatever, you know.
Right.
It's not like whatever, but it's like. It's everything. It's normal.
It's
but
normal.
it's not normal.
It's not.
You know, it's not normal.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Y'all better keep the game.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all better keep the game. It's not normal. And sometimes when you're explaining those stories or those experiences that you went through to other people, that's when you kind of start realizing like
this shit ain't
ain't normal.
Oh, God, I'm so comfortable with telling you like, oh,
so true.
It's nothing though. You feel me? It's been worse. You know, it's gonna get worse. You know, I'm telling you this. I know
that's
the time
a mind trip right
so
there.
it's like, damn, you know.
It's
so
crazy.
It's like, damn, and it's like we be so reluctant to tell the stories, and these stories that we tell is like, in hindsight, the deepest, darkest story that you don't want to tell.
So no.
If you really embrace it and tell it, it really brings you to. Now, one, it frees you. Two, you can really get a bag off of it. Because just think about
just so
exactly. Think about
I was just having this conversation with somebody yesterday.
Just think about everyone that like, you know, you instead of you harboring yo whatever it is to yourself and harboring with time and essentially dying, you know, dying with it or dying through it because you're going through it and you ain't saying nothing. So you living in misery. So what you really wasting your time. On the flip side, if you could embrace it and you could tell it and you're like, oh yeah, this happened, this whoop.
And somebody else can learn from it.
Somebody can learn, and then it's like, next thing you know, you hear it every time. You hear it every time. Somebody say some shit, oh, I got raped and this shit and oh, it's so sad. I can't believe it. And the next you know, 100 motherfuckers that did it. They did it. So not only do you free 100 other motherfuckers, but you not only did you free them, but now you traveling around the world and you giving the game out and you bettered your life.
Yeah.
Off of your own story.
Yeah.
So now you
teaching people
utilizing your time. Exactly. Yeah. Instead of living with bad times, you could you could share
Instead
the
of
bad
not
time.
doing nothing with your time.
Exactly.
Do something with your time, with your life. Like everybody got something to give to the world.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel you on that one, real. Yeah,
Said, man,
we
just
put here
down just
to
like
do
that.
something with our life, with our
It
time.
was here. We always put here to do something.
Yeah,
Exactly like
yeah.
you said. We always here.
Yeah, that's
You
the
gotta
Use the
do
time
something.
that you have here on earth to fulfill your purpose.
That's crazy. That's
You gotta
deep.
use it wisely though, because it's so easy and it's so easy
It's
to
very
throw that shit
easy.
away.
Yeah.
You can go.
It's supposed to be easy.
Exactly.
They want it to be easy. You throw it away.
Sorry, put against us, but it's so easy for us to throw it away though, because we getting that we don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck, man. Fuck this shit.
Also, our normalcy.
And you sitting here
sometimes
lacing me too, real though, because I'm like Monday through Friday, I go to work, I come home, it's like shit done got routine, and I'm like, nigga gotta break up out that routine.
Exactly.
Like nigga I meet myself personally, I gotta use my time better.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta come home. Okay, what I'm gonna do from I get off at 4. What I'm gonna do from 4 to 5? I need to do something from 4 to 5. From 5 to 6, I need to be doing something else productive. From 6 to 7. From 8 to 9. From 9 to 10. You feel me? Shit gotta be.
Your time gotta
make
be
it work for you.
Yeah.
It got to. Exactly, Shalise. Make it work for you. Yeah, I mean.
I can't just be on these folks' time all the time.
Be on these.
Don't be on these folks' time.
I can't be on these corporations' time all the time.
Exactly, because why?
I be on their time, focusing on my time too.
What you say, real?
So
yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give y'all this much time.
I'm tired of being on
I'll
other
also do
people's
this
time.
too. I did 12 things while I'm at work. Like,
I'm tired of being on other
your
people's
time and my
I'm
time.
listening to it.
It's like I ain't giving myself no time, but when it's time to get on their time, I got my ass there.
You on time? You ready?
Yes, master.
You see that nigga?
Yes, master. Master.
On the real, they want me at that slave.
Yes,
They want me at that slave at
No, what's the
8 o'clock. I'm
You better
there.
be there at
What's
8
the
saying?
or else.
No, what's the saying?
Nigga,
If
the
you
next motherfucker gonna
if
be
you on
there.
time, you're late. What is it?
Shit.
You early, you on time, and if you on time, you're late.
You're late.
Damn.
So it's
Bro,
y'all better use your 24 hours in a day.
On their time, right?
Yeah.
But you gotta realize what they did. You gotta
What they done did, real? Break that shit down for us,
realize
because I
what
know
they
you.
did. What they did is what we need to do. What we are doing
Yeah.
on a daily, But we just gotta always remember the goal.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it's like we tired of working for the man. You know what I mean? But the man realized something that we talking about right now. Is that time is of the essence.
Mm-hmm.
That time is the most valuable thing, because you can't get the time back.
Right.
So in order to free yourself and to enjoy your time and to really be able to enjoy your time on a daily basis and really have no regrets, is to create a vessel that's going to free you from time. So in that vessel, the whole vessel that I'm talking about is a fucking corporation.
Yep.
You feel me?
Somebody else is
We
working.
working for the man owns the corporation. The
Somebody's
corporation
working
is a
for you.
vessel that frees you from time.
Yeah.
Because the corporation is built to make money.
While somebody else is working for
While
you,
somebody else is
making the money
and
for you,
building,
you can
making
use
the
your
money,
time to your
and
leisure.
because you have the plan and you have the vision and you can establish a corporation.
So now you sitting here
You
delegating.
can delegate the shit and use the vessel and the people to work the vessel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And while they working the vessel and obtain the plan that you took, whatever, how much time, whatever, all you gotta do is get the plan and know it one time and just stick to it.
Show
You know what I mean? And give them the plan and let them work the vessel and pay them. And now you have free time.
Yeah.
Now you can, I already gave you the plan. So all you need, if you got it set up all the way right, you don't even got to check up on the shit. If you create the right vessel.
Right.
I mean, I can sit here and give you a vessel.
You making money in your sleep.
Because I know somebody like, well, motherfucker, well, motherfucker.
Give us an example.
Exactly. You go, don't just tell us the shit and not give us the example.
Give us the game.
That's the game, and then you're gonna, and then I pride myself on giving the game, so I'm gonna give you another example. You feel me?
Right.
Exactly. You feel me? Prime example, man. Real estate.
Oh, I love real estate.
You feel me? Prime example, real estate.
Real estate
Man.
is, whew.
You buy a couple of doors, not even a couple of doors.
There's so much money.
You buy
in real
doors,
estate.
you buy doors. And when I say doors, I'm talking about pretty much multi-family houses.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Quick game, you know what I mean? Look it up if I'm not totally correct, I believe.
A multi-family house is
multiple
right?
doors. Duplex, triplex, quadplex.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you get multiple doors. You know, don't buy one door because that's how you are not free. That's how you are paying for rent.
Okay.
You feel me?
Mhm.
So if you got two doors, right?
You make one pay for the other.
Come on, man. Not one pay for the other. One pay for both, baby.
Yeah.
One pay for both. So now what do you eliminate? You eliminate a housing expense. A housing expense is $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, wherever the fuck you live. You know what I mean? But if you don't have to worry about
Where
housing,
you live. Yeah.
you don't
How
have to
you
worry.
pay.
If you don't have
Yeah.
to worry about wherever you mean, we're just gonna put a median $1,300 mortgage, 30 years. That's $1 million.
That's $1 million?
That's $1 million.
30 years?
That's $1 million.
Is that 1.3?
I don't know what it is, real, but I know it's an M. And if it ain't an M, it's 750 or 800,000.
Okay,
But
yeah,
if you got
yeah.
$800,000 now, instead of putting that 800,000 in something that in 30 years, you feel me? Yeah, you might own it and you can pass it down and you can hand it off to your kid. But either your kid gonna have to pull equity from it, or you gonna have to put it in the right way to where they can cash out or whatever, right? But if you have real estate and you have doors, you feel me? Then guess what? Them doors, the more doors you have, the more it's paying for your lifestyle.
Okay.
So you're only gonna need two, like you said, you only
Pay for
need one
itself.
door. One door can literally pay for two doors.
Yeah.
So if you got 5 doors, you feel me?
Now you winning.
You mean you win?
Make
Not
a
only are
profit.
you paying for your house, you're paying for now car, whatever.
Everything.
Expenses,
All
you feel
kinds
me?
of
You're
shit.
just adding more
And
assets.
You're paying for
Yeah.
the lifestyle.
And
Yeah.
you're paying for your lifestyle, and you're creating generational wealth. You
Yeah.
feel me? Because if you do it right, you know
Real
what I
estate,
mean.
there's so much money in real estate.
Exactly, but
And
it's not even
people
just
be
about the real
scared to
estate
do
though.
it. Like it's
not even-
easy, and I hate to say
Exactly.
that because to one person what's easy might not be easy to another person, but it really is.
Yeah.
It really is. We just be afraid to do it.
But the reason why I say real estate is because with a
Which
lot
is
of other
real estate.
businesses, it's hard to pass off if your kid is not passionate about whatever you're doing.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? So
That's
that's
the
why I
easiest.
gave around real
Yeah.
estate, and that's why I'm gonna clarify it and,
Yeah.
and give my reasoning and why I believe that it's a great example.
I feel you on that one.
It's because, Che, at the end of the day, we're talking about building generational wealth for this motherfucker. And it's at Peep the Game here too. That's one of the main things too. So it's like when you got a real estate, your kids don't have to be interested in real estate. They
Yeah.
don't even have to
Yeah.
know anything
About
about
real
the real
estate.
estate. You can have it lined up to where, hey, I got all these houses in the trust. You feel me?
Yeah.
All my houses is under the trust. The trust is left to kid 1, kid A, kid B, whatever. This, that, and the third, and whatever stipulations. You feel me? Hey, they don't want to handle the houses. Hey, they don't want to handle it personally like I'm doing it. Whatever. I already got this company or this agency in line to take 6% and handle all of it.
People who got jobs to.
Right.
People
do
got
it.
time to do this shit.
Yeah.
Your life is free.
Oh
You
yeah.
got time.
Yeah.
You take care of the grandkids and the next grandkids and make sure they know little follow the Bible.
So a whole lot of your time is freed up. You ain't gotta be out here slaving
Not
for a corporation.
Not only is your time freed up, the generation time.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
They probably do. Just
Yeah.
one person just got to do it right.
You're solidifying.
On the real.
Like,
And then you ain't spending 30
Hey.
years trying to get a retirement,
Check this
a
out, bro.
IRS,
Check this out, bro. All that.
yeah, pension.
Say that.
You ain't trying to get a pension for 40 years.
Shit,
You know what I'm saying?
All the shit we trying
A
to do.
401k.
All the shit we trying to do, right?
That's very true.
But when you look at certain people, right? Certain people don't even start like that.
No.
Right?
No.
It's because guess what?
A lot of people don't even go to college because they already
exactly.
know how to fucking do
Why? Exactly. Why?
it. Because they don't.
When the plan is there, when you inherited some shit and you ain't even doing shit
You can set yourself
because
up
the
and
shit
somebody
was
else
set
does.
up. All you doing is living. You could damn near fuck up your whole 50, 60, 70 years, right? And if you don't got no kids and they got multiple kids, it's like, oh well, he's fucked up. They skip over him and they go to them.
Let's
They
try
got a
another
chance.
one. Mm-hmm.
We got 50 fuck ups. All we gotta do is one motherfucker follow this plan in these 50 generations, and we back on for another 50.
Mm-hmm.
That's how a lot of these shit's set up.
Right.
And it's like, that's why it's like, you know, and I ain't gonna be too long on it, but it's like I want to touch on this point too, because this is one of the tools to freeing us from time and to have time. And one of them tools is, you know, these main tools is life insurance. You know what I mean? That's 100. You know what I mean? And I say, people might not know how that go, but it's like, you know, as black people, as black mothers, as black fathers, cousins, brothers, sisters. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying black because we the main one that's skeptical to the shit. Of course, there's other races, but they don't get brought to the forefront. You know, we the main one. We flying this flag high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When we die, nigga, we already know the same shit. When we die, we doing this, we doing that to get the money and that and whatever.
Right.
We scrambling.
And
We
you know
scrambling
what?
for a funeral.
And you know what?
Other
Car
races
washes.
die.
And we're dying a lot
They celebrate
more often
faster
than the others.
I mean, the shit is set up for us, against us, you know. But yeah, it's
I'm
like
just saying.
the basics though. It's like we don't even. It's like even as parents, it's like okay, if you really care about your kids, nigga, it's
Set them up because you're not gonna be here forever.
I'm gonna do the math for you, motherfuckers.
It's almost like
I'm gonna do the math for you because I'm gonna do my math on my shit. You feel me?
Yeah, it's almost.
It's
like
$156
a month,
a year.
a year.
I didn't want to break it down monthly for you, motherfuckers. I'm gonna do it yearly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A year.
So that breaks down to $13. You feel me? Give or take. I'm with a, you know what I mean? I'm a partner in the company. You know what I mean? That I have some equity in. A little different. But you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So I am on a plane of a corporation, you know, that I'm a part of, that I'm a partner of. So through our plan and through our shit, you know, it brings it down. But even when I wasn't, you know, because my granny always she made sure that her kids and that her grandkids always had insurance, life insurance. That was like A1. Like,
that's 100.
You know what I mean? That's one thing that I always remember as a kid. Like, because back in the day, the insurance people come to your house and you build a bond with them and shit and whatever. You know, they come that every month on that whatever day, and you know what I mean? Granny got all everybody money laid out on the table. You know what I mean?
I forgot about that.
Exactly. So that I remember that as a kid. You feel me? So you pay those and those 10, 15 year policies. So those is already paid up and done. They're done. You don't even pay those already. Know. So you know. At least you got the bare minimum. You got a little 15,000 nigga to bury your ass.
At least
nigga.
to bury you.
We ain't out here talking about
we gotta worry about
shit.
it.
Yeah, I mean, we got 15 to cremate your ass, nigga. Wow. Whack. And you good, nigga. Might get a band or two back. You know what I mean? Other than that, nigga, sayonara. You know? So, you know, that's why I'm not granny. Take care of the basics and shit. Of course, her shit is more or whatever. But it's like now that, you know, I got that premium, so it's like, I got 150,000 policy. You feel me? And I pay, like I say, 156. You feel me?
A year.
Exactly, 13 a month. You know what I mean? I don't even see it come out of nigga check, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And the shit ain't even to me. You know
it's not
I mean?
for you.
It's not even for me. You feel me?
It's for not to have a burden.
It's not to have a burden, so it's like exactly shit. You feel me? I don't got kids and shit, so in reality, nigga, I got my little bro and my little sister on my shit. Yeah, because it ain't nothing. It's like shit. Where else shit gonna go, nigga? Shit, I'm gone, nigga. What the fuck I'm gonna do with it? You know what I mean? Shit, hey, get up.
So enough. That's
selfish.
motherfucker.
You feel
That's selfish than a motherfucker.
Exactly. So it's like whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got that shit.
The littlest things you can do to set people up.